All right, let me cut across to Arvind Kejriwal's wife, Sunita Kejriwal, all set to campaign for Lok Sabha in Gujarat. Remember, the AAP party had really significantly gained strength in Gujarat the last Lok Sabha elections, the assembly elections as well. And here, Gujarat itself is a state where they needed a star campaigner. Arvind Kejriwal clearly is right now in Tihar jail. So stepping in for him, it appears his wife Sunita Kejriwal has decided to campaign for the AAP party this Lok Sabha in Gujarat. AAP's Gujarat star campaigner list will be out today, and in that it's likely that Sunita Kejriwal's name will be mentioned. Ashutosh Mishra joining us live from Delhi to give us more on that. Ashutosh, Sunita Kejriwal, who's likely to start campaigning in Gujarat for the AAP party, is she really doubling up or stepping in the shoes of Arvind Kejriwal at this point? Can we safely say that she is representing Arvind Kejriwal in Gujarat's campaign?
Undoubtedly, and we had said this information on 4th of April that in absence of Arvind Kejriwal, Sunita Kejriwal will be campaigning. Today, the AAP party sources officially confirming this information that Mrs. Kejriwal will be campaigning in Gujarat, and it will be reflected in the star campaigners list, which will be released at around 4:30 p.m. this evening. Remember, AAP party under the India bloc contesting on Bhavnagar and Bharuch parliamentary seats, and most likely on 18th of April, Chaitar Basawa, who's the parliamentary candidate from Bharuch seat, will be filing his nomination. More likely, Sunita Kejriwal to also take part in the nomination rally, and then further she will be campaigning. In the absence of Arvind Kejriwal, ever since after his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate, she has been representing. If you remember, from CM House, issuing several statements to the party and supporters, giving out messages, attending even parties meeting. And when she met on 9th of April to Arvind Kejriwal, 10th of April, there was a meeting at CM residence. She also circulated the message of CM to the party workers in the meeting, which was also attended by Punjab Chief Minister. And recently, every time she meets, whatever message she has from the Chief Minister, she passed through the party leadership and cadre. Very importantly, if you remember, on 31st March at Ramlila Maidan, she was the one representing Arvind Kejriwal at one of the biggest rally by the India bloc just ahead of the election. And clearly, when Gujarat, which is very critical for the AAP party, remember, in very first election, more than 1 million voter and 5 seats attaining, and this time contesting on 2 parliamentary seats, makes it very significant. And in his absence, Sunita Kejriwal will be taking charge and will become AAP party's star campaigner. We are also being told by the sources, which is likely to be confirmed later sooner, that she could be even part of star campaigner even in Punjab. But for now, one information that we have officially confirmed is that she will be campaigning in Gujarat, and her name will be reflected in the star campaigners list. Very important to note, she is not an office bearer or any post holder in the AAP party at the moment. Nabila.
You know, Ashutosh, the campaign itself that the AAP party has rolled out has largely pegged itself on Arvind Kejriwal in prison. In a bid to gain sympathy votes, the AAP party has shown Arvind Kejriwal behind bars as literally the center point of their campaigning posters, and the campaign slogan there says Kejriwal ko Ashirwad or Jail se Sarkar, stuff like that, which really suggests that Arvind Kejriwal has been forced inside prison, has been targeted, and that he is really a victim here in the scheme of things. So this is the campaign the AAP party has rolled out, with Sunita Kejriwal now stepping in as the wife of Arvind Kejriwal, appealing for votes and Ashirwad for her husband and Delhi Chief Minister. So it seems like the AAP party has really spun this entire controversy to benefit them through sympathy votes this season. What's the pulse you get on ground? Do you think this will work?
It has already played Nabila on the ground. In previous, we have several such examples in Indian politics. So this is not a new. Indeed, the history will be that a sitting chief minister was arrested. And clearly, if you keep the merit of the case aside, as far as the political optics and narrative are concerned, the BJP's full attempt was to somehow get Arvind Kejriwal in the shades where his character also looked that he is corrupt. There was corruption charges around him. But clearly, the way AAP party has fighting against this narrative battle rather, going on back foot. They came out with a unity in the party, every leader, every cadre standing tall behind Arvind Kejriwal. Then he promised jail se sarkar. It's been a month and eventually the government is running from jail se. And we'll have our ministers going to meet to him one after one by next week. So he clearly, delivered what he promised, ki jail se sarkar to chalegi. And subsequently, as far as charges are concerned, the Arvind Kejriwal, the kind of image he has already built up. So there would be a big challenge publicly to hit out that image publicly as Kejriwal's honest image. Subsequently, when he has his own wife, who was also an IRS officer, no affiliation with any political party, neither she is a member of the Aam Aadmi Party, but coming out, reading out message. Remember, every moment you have heard her or seen her, she has been only reading out the messages of Arvind Kejriwal. And even in Gujarat rally, she's gonna do the same. She will read out the messages of Arvind Kejriwal. That gives a clarity in the messages that she reads, less words, and a louder message. And subsequently, the biggest factor, which will be the sympathy factor. Arvind Kejriwal's image and post his arrest, his wife campaigning, gives a lot of political optics and sympathy to the Aam Aadmi Party. And that's exactly why it was designed this way on the card by the Aam Aadmi Party, that she will be coming on the battlefield, not as a leader, not as a, contestant, but only someone who will be addressing the mass, someone who will be addressing the crowd, someone who will be addressing the party cadre.